Before God gave man an assignment, he first established his identity. At the point of creating man, he says, "Let us make man in our image and after our likeness." In other words, God identified man with him. This is the starting point of man when it comes to fulfilling any assignment. This identification is what makes us move uniquely to fulfill purpose. God's pattern establishes identity before assignment. For Adam, he was first created, then placed in the garden, then given an assignment. For Jesus, his identity was affirmed by the Father during baptism before starting his ministry. For the disciples, Jesus first called them that they might be with him before sending them out. This pattern is important because it builds us to be accurate representations of the Father. In the parable of the prodigal son in Luke 15, the elder brother who had remained complained on hearing that the father had made a feast for his brother who had come back. He makes an interesting statement. He says, "All these years I have served you, and I never disobeyed a commandment of yours, yet you never gave me a goat to celebrate with my friends." He sought to be identified and validated by his service rather than the fact that he is a son. This reveals an unsettling issue that most of us deal with. He was busy serving the Father but disconnected from him. He was out in the field ignorant of what the Father is doing. It took a servant to tell him that his brother had returned. How disconnected was he that a servant is more privy to the activities of a house than a son? That's what happens when assignment comes before identity. You stay active but disconnected from the Father. Maybe it's time you pause from all activities, reconnect with the Father, then let him assign you.